In Bastion, where purity meets purpose and every soul seeks ascension, one force stands apart, untamed and unbound. They call it Aethon, the courser of storm and light, forged in the crucible of the Shadowlands' raw energy. Aethon is said to carry the will of the Kyrian paragons themselves, its hooves striking lightning into the very fabric of the afterlife. Today, I'm not just after a rare creature, I'm after a legend, a living storm that embodies Bastion's divine might. The question isn't whether I can tame Aethon, it's whether anyone truly can. Let's step into the heavens and face the storm. I'm your host Rayman from Raceball Games, and let's get to it. In the gleaming afterlife of Bastion, where souls seek redemption through duty and service, the coursers are seen as divine reflections of purity and strength. These celestial creatures embody the harmony of body and spirit, and among them one name carries the weight of legend: Aethon. Aethon is not born of mortal blood or wild instinct. He was forged in the very essence of the Kyrian storms, a manifestation of Bastion's discipline and divine fury. When the skies darken and the winds of the Shadowlands whisper through the spires of Elysian hold, it's said that Aethon's presence can be felt, calm, powerful, eternal. His form mirrors Bastion itself, radiant and serene, yet charged with otherworldly energy. His coat shimmers like polished marble, touched with the faintest blue hues of celestial light. The long flowing mane and tail drift as though they are carried by a gentle current of divine wind, while the crystalline horn glows with a soft azure luminance, a symbol of his connection to the Archon's will. To behold Aethon is to witness Bastion's ideals made manifest, beauty tempered by purpose, grace bound by strength. Many believe that taming him isn't a conquest, but a covenant, a test of one's harmony with the realm of the Kyrian. Realistically, the only real drop Aethon drops is Aethon's horn, which is a warglaive. It's okay. I mean, it depends if you want it, I guess. If it's worth it. It's a 39% chance of dropping, so it's well worth going for him, I guess. All the rest is kind of rubbish, really. Lots of greens, and then I think, oh, there you go. There's a couple of purple items, but they've got a 0% chance of dropping, so never mind. However, it does have quite a few abilities. It has Anima Flash, which disorients enemies within 10 yards of the caster for 5 seconds, and it also inflicts 20 arcane damage to enemies within 10 yards. You've got Blinding Sleet, which targets in a cone in front of you are blinded, causing them to wander disorientated for 5 seconds, and damage may cancel that effect though. When Blinding Sleet ends, enemies are slowed by 50% for 6 seconds. You've got Gore, which inflicts physical damage to an enemy every 3 seconds for 12 seconds. You've got Headbutt, which just inflicts physical damage, and you've got Swiftness, increases the caster's attacking and casting speed by 25% for 20 seconds, and it increases the movement speed of the caster by 25% for 20 seconds. So all in all, pretty useful abilities, I would say. In terms of its location, it can be found right down south by the Aspirant's Crucible. There's 4 pets you can actually tame there, and Aethon's one of them. You just have to do the quest. It can be quite complicated if obviously you've never been to Bastion and you haven't done any of the Shadowlands campaign. I've actually got a video on that. If you search up my video on Hadean the Stonebreaker, I explain everything you need to do to get through the Shadowlands campaign and access Bastion, Maldraxxus, and the others as well. So yeah, if you are unsure how to get here, you can throw me a message if you want, and I'll happily respond as well and guide you through it. You just need to get through the portal in Stormwind or Orgrimmar and look for the portal to Oribos, and then when you're in Oribos, look for the Ring of Transference, and then talk to the Flight Master, who should be able to take you there. Okay guys, as usual, we start our journey in Stormwind. First thing we're going to do, I'm going to show you on the map exactly where you can find it. So obviously it's in the Shadowlands. I had to think quickly. And then you see Bastion on the right hand side, and it's just down the bottom there. So I always try and track it first on the map. It's always one of those 4 dots there. To see those dots come up, there's an add-on called Silver Dragon, which is really, really useful. I use it specifically for that. And once you've created a waypoint, go to the stable master here. Make sure you have enough space to tame, because if you don't, then you're not going to be able to tame any new pets. So always, always, most important of all, guys, go to a stable master. Make sure you have at least 1 space. I've got 5 because I do a lot of taming. So yeah, that's of the utmost importance, guys. Okay. Once you've done that, you're going to want to go to the mage quarter, where you can find the portal to Oribos. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I've got a video on how to get through the Shadowlands expansion, and you're going to need to do that if you're going to want to, like, for example, unlock Zereth Mortis or Bastion or any of the other zones, because yeah, it's pretty big, it's pretty long, it takes a while to get through, so it's just, yeah, having the time and dedication to get through it. But I do try and do as much as I can in that video for you guys, so it's well worth a watch. That's Hadian the Stonebreaker. Anyway, there's the portal to Oribos, and once you're here, like I said, you're going to want to go to the Ring of Transference, and then go to the Flight Master, who will take you to Bastion. Yeah, by the way, guys, I do a lot of these videos. I've already got like 50 something videos on World of Warcraft rare pets already. There's plenty more to come, and if you enjoy my content, I'd really appreciate it if you gave me a like and subscribe, because I do just want to keep going, and you know, I love all the interactions and everything. And speaking of interactions, guys, I actually do a live stream every Sunday at 8:30 PM UK time. The sort of layout of the stream is, I'll pick a category of pets. I'll pick a category of pets where I'll sort of make a list, and I'll go through each one, trying to tame each one. It's basically like a marathon tame in session. How many can I tame in one session kind of thing. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes I get loads and loads of new tames. Sometimes I get like 1 or 2. But then at 10 o'clock, we do something called Request to Tame. So this is where I get the audience, i.e. you guys. You can send me a message live and say, hey, have you thought about this pet? This pet's really cool. And I'll be like, yeah, okay, cool, we'll try that. And we'll try and tame that pet. As hopefully it's obviously within my ability to do so. So yeah, that's every Sunday, 8:30 PM UK time. So hopefully some of you can join in. That'd be really good. So anyway, yeah, I had to cut it by here because I was messing around with some of the sound settings. I had a really thoughtful comment on YouTube from someone who mentioned getting rid of the sound effects on when a rare pet appears from my Silver Dragon add-on, and I managed to get rid of the sounds now, and it just made life a bit easier. So you can see them all there, and the sounds won't come up now because they can be really loud and obnoxious, and sometimes you might not be able to hear what I'm saying. So yeah, you're going to want to go to this building here and talk to this person, and see the next pet up is actually Aethon. They've got 4 pets that usually come up, but luckily for me, Aethon was up first. Okay, next you're going to want to throw a frost trap down. It won't aggro unless you go right next to it, but throw a frost trap down, tame away, guys, because it won't do anything, and you throw a frost trap down, it'll go straight into it. Like I've said previously, guys, if it's a high enough level, then if you're a high enough level, sorry, you won't have to throw a frost trap down because it won't do any damage to you. So I only say about throwing a frost trap down in case you're a lower level, and you know, there's a chance it might kill you. So yeah, there we go. This is Aethon up close. It looks absolutely majestic, and it's kind of, you can see it's kind of semi-transparent as well, which I really like. A really cool look. I really like the courses. There's only 2 rare and sort of unique ones, and I've found them both now. So in the next episode, we'll be moving on to, I want to say crabs, maybe. I'll have to double check that. I'm just going to show it in action now. There's not a lot of enemies to kill around sort of this section. That's why I was kind of going around trying to have a look. But I did manage to find a couple of moths. Pretty big moths. I'd be terrified. I actually bumped into a moth on a live stream. You can find that. It's quite funny. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's Aethon. They're pretty easy to get, in all honesty. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd appreciate any kind of feedback, whether it's positive or negative. I take it all on stride. And remember, guys, find your prey and stay steady, my fellow hunters. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.
Goodbye.